What would you like residents 100 years from now to know about life in Jefferson Parish? They're collecting photos and memorabilia for a time capsule as the parish wraps up celebrations for its bicentennial year. Councilman Scott Walker put out the call for items on his social media pages, but you have to submit your ideas or your photos by February 1st. We talked to him last week to find out what they're looking for. And joining us now to talk about it is Jefferson Parish Councilman Scott Walker. Thank you so much for joining us, Councilman. I'm excited to see this very fancy thing that you have in your office. Do you have it with you?
Look at this.
Look at that thing.
It's a wonderful time capsule that will soon contain all the parish's goods, so people 100 years from now can look at it and wonder what in the world was going on in 2025, 2026.
So tell me a little bit about this project. How many of those capsules are there? Are we filling one, multiple?
Each council office got one, so there are 7. The 5 districts and the 2 at-large offices, and then the parish president's office has one. And they've tasked us through our public information office with filling these time capsules with things that matter, that might be interesting to look at again in 100 years when they're unearthed from outside the government building in Gretna, where they'll be put underground. So we have kind of opened it up to the general public with an email address, send@jeffparish.gov, and encourage people to send us their photos via email that we can include, like important things in Jefferson Parish through the years to them, whether it's Mardi Gras or a ribbon cutting for their business, or anything that means something to them as part of Jefferson Parish. I have my first Jefferson Parish ID from when I became a councilman 6 years ago. I'll put that in there. We have this bicentennial council pin that we had during the 200th celebration, and numerous other things. I have a whole shelf full of junk behind me that has accumulated through the years, and some of it means more than others, and we'll find some good things to put in the time capsule along with what our constituents send us as well through that email address.
That's cool. And I saw in the video that you posted, you've got masks, which is something that maybe in 100 years people will be amazed to see that was what life was like here in the 2020s. Wow.
Yeah, we wore these during the council meetings for a few weeks. You know, we switched up the masks and wore different masks just to kind of keep it as lively as we could during that time. But certainly these masks come with some memories, not so fond memories, but I can imagine the look on somebody's face when they see this in 100 years and wonder why on earth.
What we were doing. So I know that you've just put the word out there, but have you gotten anything from people yet that they want to put into your time capsule?
We just started it a few days ago with our outreach to get things in. We've gotten a few emails, but I would encourage anybody who sees this, who wants something of theirs in this time capsule. We are putting things that are important to us, but I think it's more important to have things that are important to you. So that email address is send2scott@jeffparish.gov, not Jefferson Parish, just jeffparish.gov, and your stuff will go in this time capsule. Print pictures, really. We don't really need your actual stuff, but we'll print the pictures. We're going to put, even though these are watertight and airtight, we're going to put everything in Ziploc bags. I'm sure they'll hold up over 100 years as well, and make sure that it's super safe and super durable, and whoever opens it in 100 years will have a nice surprise.
That's crazy. And you said they're going to put them right in front of, in Gretna, you said?
Yeah, that's the plan at the government building in Gretna, in the grassy area where the Pelican statue is that was installed at the beginning of the bicentennial celebration. So hopefully that'll still be here for the tricentennial celebration, and people will be able to find it easily, and they'll have a big ceremony to open up these time capsules.
That's pretty cool. And this is a pretty appropriate close, I think, to the 200th year celebration in JP.
Yeah, I mean, what more? I think in these past 6 years, we've dealt with so many things in Jefferson Parish that we could fill a time capsule with just the past 6 years worth of memories. But it's important for people to look back over their time here. Obviously, none of us will be here unless some crazy advances in medicine happen in the next few years. So this is what we want people to see and what we want them to know of us 100 years from now, and what we were all about, and how much resiliency we had, how we fought through some very difficult times, and how we had some really, really enjoyable times through some of the great things that we do in Jefferson Parish. But we've certainly seen a mixed bag over the past 200 years, and who knows what the next 100 will bring. But I think we will have a pretty good story to tell in these time capsules that sum up the past 200 years.
So true. All right, well, maybe somebody will throw one of those pictures of the snow that we got a year ago today in there, and in 100 years they'll be just as blown away.
That definitely needs to go in.
All right, thank you so much, Councilman. I appreciate it. All right, remember, you've got to submit your photos, your ideas by February 1st. That is this Sunday. To send them to Councilman Walker, email send to scott@jeffparish.gov. The time capsules will be buried on February 11th in Gretna.